Hey everybody, this is April from April Miller Coaching. I apologize if my voice is a little soft or if I'm grabbing something to drink, but today I am staying home sick. But still pushing forward with the series, continuing from a couple of days ago. So I had previously I had defined clean eating and the benefits of clean eating. And so if you haven't had a chance to check that out, check out my link below and the blog attached, and that will help you catch up to where we're at right now. Today, I wanted to share some personal realities, I guess, of clean eating. It's not just a hype, it's not just a fad, it's pure stuff. And so I want to start off with talking with you about my story and back when I was in college, and yeah, I'm wearing my old Eastern shirt that's like sweatshirt that's like way too big for me. But I in not in college, but in high school, excuse me, I used to eat a candy bar and a chips and a Pepsi for lunch every single day, and or I would go to McDonald's, and we all know that that is not ideal. That was not the best choice to make. In college, I didn't do any better. It wasn't those particular items that I would be eating, but it wasn't healthy stuff either. And of course, a lot of people, when they go to college, they go out drinking, and I did, and then you go to Taco Bell afterwards, and I did. So, the pounds started creeping back on year by year by year, and I have old photos somewhere that, I mean, I just look at that and go, oh my gosh, that was me. And that was kind of in my denial stage, was in college, and where I had a lot of issues with self-esteem and making myself feel good, solutions to my problem of having low self-esteem that were not the best solutions. And so, in high school, when I ate like junk, I had that high metabolism, and I was young. I was 17, 18 years old, and I was in sports. So I didn't see those effects physically. But remember, if you remember a couple of videos back, that um, we don't always see those effects on the outside. A lot of it's happening on the inside. So I can't even imagine what I was doing to myself back then. But, I continued to eat that fast food. And, there was that point in the 90s and stuff where it was like low fat. And, we thought I thought I was making good choices with food. I mean, if they sold it at a restaurant or at a store, it had to be good and good for you. But, I would always complain that I was hungry. I would go to McDonald's, I get a hamburger. Well, that's my protein, right? I may get my hamburger bun, there's my carbs, my french fries. We laugh about how that's a vegetable. Um, you know, and then I was hungry like 40 minutes later. And so I would eat more because I was hungry. I figured I didn't eat enough. And, now when you think about that, that's where the businesses get their money. They start supersizing stuff or however they call it now, upsizing. And that's where they're getting their money because they know people are going to continue to be hungry. So why not serve them the biggest portion as they can? And of course, we look at food as the bigger the portion, the better it is because I'm not going to be hungry. But that's not true. Um, my Sorry, I got off track with my notes here. So I began to eat clean last year, and the very first thing I noticed within a couple days doing this is that I wasn't hungry. I wasn't hungry. My body never told me that it was hungry. I never thought I had to get seconds. And even better than that, my body never told me that it wanted chocolate or even sugar throughout the day. And I realized, because my full time job as a teacher, that I never went back to my principal's office for several days to get chocolate. And that's when I knew that some positive things were happening. Before bed, I would always want a snack, and it had to be like sugar or chocolate or something. And I was noticing that that was starting to change too because I didn't want a snack. I was comfortably full, and I was good to go. And it was just, I was just blown away. And I've also heard many other stories that are similar to mine. Um, all my clients have shared with me how their cravings are gone, how they feel full all the time. They're not grabbing that chocolate. Um, with myself included, we can go into a staff meeting or go into the teacher's lounge where there's donuts and junk and chips, and not even pick up one. And it's not because we don't want, I mean, well, it is because we don't want to. We don't crave that. We don't want that anymore. We know that that's not what's going to get us full. We've already proven to our bodies that eating that clean food can get us full. Um, I know many of you out there have been in that same position. Think of the last time you went to a fast food place. How long was it until you were hungry again, and what did you do about it? Um, so just think about that because it, like I said, there's a reason for that happening. And it's because the fiber and the protein that was originally in that food has been stripped away because it was processed. Your body recognizes that clean food. Again, with my first video about clean food, you know, thinking about the caveman days, that's what our bodies are used to, is that clean food. Your body recognizes that clean food, it reacts positively. And when we eat junk, our bodies are going to react in a negative way because they're not into that. And that negative way is increasing inches, increasing weight, sluggish, I mean, all those negative things. Fiber is what keeps us full. And if we don't have enough fiber, we are not going to be full. Pure protein is what our body craves, needs, and performs well on, especially if you're trying to build muscle. Um, Especially if you're older, like I am, after 40, that muscle mass is going to start deteriorating. And we don't want that to happen because that's going to be major damage in the long run. When the clean food is altered, that's when the fiber and the protein is altered. And then it's no longer in its purest form. So that hamburger may have been pure protein at one time until it was prepared in a way that should not have been prepared. Or that potato, now it's fried in the fryer to make French fries. It's completely altered. It's no longer a good potato. So a few days ago, I invited you to try clean eating for the next 5 days. And I am wondering if you would drop me a line. How is it going so far? And what kind of positive results have you felt so far? Um, and also, I just wanted to let you know that this series will continue. I want you to look forward to seeing this over the next couple of days because I will be giving out a free clean food eating list. And I will also be creating a fun game about clean foods coming up. So look forward to that, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.